Age of Quarrel.
Just a nonsense monochromatic riff.
It's so dope, though.
It's so dope. It doesn't.
Colin,
if any band did that today, it would be like, what are you doing?
But how brilliant is, I mean, we can just start the episode with this. How brilliant is Age of Quarrel, the song, not being on Age of Quarrel, the album?
It's amazing. Because isn't it like a Krishna thing?
I guess.
Like I think the Age of Quarrel is like a
What we're
scripture
in?
thing. Yeah, it's like a scripture thing.
Stupid.
Dude, and then that.
Anyway. I mean, I agree. That dun 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 dun. That's the hardest part that Chromax ever wrote. But anyway, it's HardLore time. Sorry you caught us mid-chat. What's up, Bo?
Hey, man. I didn't talk about this before the episode started because I figured we would. Feeling weird. Hey, let's give a little mental health promo on HardLore. For anyone out there who, like me, is went through some stuff and is maybe getting off some mood stabilizers, I'm feeling fucking crazy.
Are you?
I'm feeling very up and down. I'm taking other stuff and I'm...
Are you mad at me?
Never. I should have said always.
Yeah.
No, I feel like my eyes are like 2 seconds ahead of my brain. So I'm like seeing something and then going, oh, it's like this really weird kind of jumpy feeling. And you know what? It's okay to talk about, guys. If you have any recommendations, hit me with them. I'm taking 5-HTP. We're weaning. I'm working with my doctor, but I feel fucking rough, brother.
Wow. I got a recommendation for you.
What's that?
You're not going to like it.
I'm not going to like this.
Be harder, brother.
Okay.
I
should have just tried that.
I went to therapy for a while, and then I just wrote that song.
And now?
I'm good.
Wow. Now the therapist's like...
The therapist is like...
What am I going to do?
Hey, yeah, straight up. Like, could you write one for me, brother? So
yeah.
we were at Sound of Fury together this weekend. First
really
ever
were.
in-person HardLore stuff. Of course, we didn't have time to do like a normal, regular episode.
So this is what we're doing.
Did you have a good time?
I had a blast. It was really quick. I flew in Friday night, flew out Monday morning. Very quick.
Was it nice to see me?
I took Scooter. Yo, shout out to Lime. I scooted all over that damn city. Let me tell you. And I figure I could talk about my travels as we do.
Yeah.
On this show. I stayed, for any of you California natives, I stayed at a Ramada near Wilshire and Union.
Man, your updates were killing me.
Yeah, after the first day of the fest, I didn't have hot water in my hotel. So I took a cold shower, which, it's actually not that bad. Cold showers are fine, but, they're quick.
But day one after, 12 hours at a fest, cold shower is man, this is the opposite of what my brain and body are asking me.
And it wasn't even, kind of warm. It was just cold shower, Okay. And they're quick. Well, how long is a cold shower? Like a minute?
A minute. I'm out. I'm soaped
out.
And I'm rinsed. I'm gone.
So then I was like, I'll shower tomorrow morning. I'll take a regular one. I'll get up. Woke up 8 a.m. 8 a.m. on a Sunday. No water.
No water, period.
Period. They were doing maintenance and they had to, blah, blah, blah.
And normally that would mean some money would get taken off the bill or something, but Knotfest paid for the bill. So what does that do for you?
It does less than nothing for me.
Less than nothing, yeah. So you just had a miserable hotel experience, which is that's kind of the best part of traveling is being ooh,
yeah.
Get my little room with my little shower with working water in it. For
dude.
The night.
Also, the second day I came back and on Sunday night I came back and I left the air conditioner just blasting.
Fuck yeah.
And I came home to the entire carpet being soaked. Because back up from the water from the air conditioner was leaking, and it was just the entire carpet.
Fuck yeah. Classic Bo.
This is that's just classic downtown. We need to talk about downtown hotels. Because you and I, we touched on it. Downtown San Francisco, L.A., Chicago, New York.
Something about the big metropolitan cities is just it's the worst place possible to say.
Because you're either spending $800 a night at the Drake or the Omni or something really nice, or you're staying by the airport. where you should be staying.
But it's near the airport hotel is like a Marriott or it's
A Hyatt,
a cockroach.
or a Motel 6.
It's
and
a
like
sand hole.
in LA, from LAX to where Sound and Fury was would have been $80 on an Uber a day, each way. So
you scooted.
I fucking
What are you doing?
my light was falling. Yeah, I scooted. Oh Jesus Christ, we're all fucked up now, dude. We're all fucked up, brother. Don't worry about it. Bo's got it. Okay. Yeah, I scooted all over the place. I beat the crowd every time. No parking issues. I love a scooter.
Because you parked a scooter.
You look dumb.
I have a great time on a scooter.
I love them. Dude, I don't have a car. So even in Chicago, like
you're a lime,
after
lime
this,
child?
after we're done recording, I'm a lime guy.
You
After we're done
squeeze the
recording-
lime all over them.
Dude, I fucking dropped the lime. I'm going to meet my mom. She's looking at an apartment. I'm going to scoot my ass on over there. It's going to cost $3.
Good for you, man.
Thanks, dude.
I wonder there were probably still like 500 people in line in the beginning of the show, day one, when you and I first locked eyes.
So I probably got there like maybe a half hour or more before you. Just by I was just killing time. Honestly, I had nothing to do. Had a wonderful experience at Panda Express.
Good for you. You deserve that at least.
Thank you very much. And probably, I don't know, maybe 3 bands in, there was still a line.
It was day one, you know.
Day one of any
kinks.
fest I've ever been to is a nightmare.
And and after that, I can confidently say maybe of my lifetime, easily the best American hardcore festival ever.
Bar none.
It was hardcore's, like modern hardcore's equivalent to like Dynamo open air in the mid 90s.
It was incredible. I hate like going to Riot Fest, going to Lollapalooza or something for me. Like I hate going to fests as a attendee. I know that sounds kind of spoiled and shitty, but when you're so used to having like a place of respite to be able to go and like get away from a big crowd, going to a big thing like that as like an attendee is kind of brutal.
Yeah.
You know?
So shout out to every single one of you there, because man, you guys are troopers.
And shout out to fucking everybody at Sound and Fury, Martine,
Madison, and Riley, just actual professionals.
It was a pro fest. That was professional,
dude. Like Martine as the ultimate touring guy, touring in Terra for so long and playing every open air fest in Europe. Mm-hmm. It's like he took notes for 10 years.
What do I like?
What do I like? What do I not like? There was always a bottle of water 10 feet away from me.
I probably drank a gallon of water a day.
Easy.
I was crushing those waters.
Yeah. That was, that's half the battle for me. If I can't find water, I'm like, all right, somebody fucked up.
Reliable toilets that weren't porta potties. They were like
Porto trailers, dude.
Porta trailers that were air conditioned. Like a couple of them were cold.
Auto lights when the door shut and stuff.
Fantastic.
That was like an outdoor wedding type porta potty, you know?
That's that's a good one.
I was in like I was shitting where the bride shat, you know?
The bridal suite. Still warm.
Yeah, man. Didn't go in the artist trailers till day 2, and man, those were amazing.
Same.
But
so for anybody debating next year, it's only going to get bigger.
Yeah.
It's only going to get cooler. 1,000% go. If you can make it. Obviously, this one was kind of weird because of COVID, and it was like the first one back, blah, blah, blah. It was fantastic.
There's going to be an individual proprietary strain of monkeypox coming out of this thing, and I, for one, am excited about it. I cut my knee open stage diving for the Death Threat song.
Yeah.
And I got some like bumps around it. So I'm wondering if I got monkeypox. Oh, what was that? My God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get better. And that's hard to believe because it was already so good.
How many did you get a total count?
It's around 5,000. And so I picture people around the world looking at those pictures and going, well, I got to go here next year.
Yeah. And you really do. Just make your plans. Just fucking figure it out. because it was
Straight up.
awesome. And I'm saying that as someone who got to go fucking last minute. The last Sound and Fury I went to was 2012, 10 years ago. So like I'm saying that from a point of privilege. I know that, but like if there was a clone of me and one stayed here and one went and we shared brains, the one who was here would have had fear of missing out. You know what I mean? It was fucking
Dude,
awesome.
if I did not play that, I don't know, I would have been fucking bummed.
It was awesome.
Yeah, that was like straight up. I've played in a lot of bands, in a lot of places, played a lot of fests.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best single set of my whole life in any band. I think.
Watching it, I was behind you the entire time. For those of you who caught the live stream on the Instagram, I did the first two
the
songs.
HardLore live stream,
The HardLore live stream, and then
all
Colin's mic
212.
fell. We got 400 followers. It's going.
Well, how many people were in there?
Like 20.
Yeah, all 20 were that watched that.
But your mic was falling, and I had to stop the stream.
Oh,
But,
that was awesome. You really had me there. There's a photo caught of me looking at you menacingly, like, please fix my mic. Yeah, I'll edit it.
Yeah,
into
send
here.
that to me. Yeah,
It was very good. You had my back. I always need a mic tech. Something about the way I play and like I have to like on that thing.
You got to
and
Elvis it. Yeah.
I got to deep throat the mic. I always need a guy helping it with me.
Who had the set of the first? Well, let's go through the sets.
Yeah, let's go through the days.
Let's go through the days. Let me bring her out here. Boom. I know I'm in front of this. I should have like a scene where I like minimize. As a matter of fact,
Smart.
you know what he can do? Whoa! Okay. So we got, now this isn't in order, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it's all right, but we can go down alphabetically.
We can kind of go down. Saturday, first day. Just looking at the list, who opened? I think it was what's their face? Not Ingrown. It was a death metal band though.
Broken Vow.
Or was it Ingrown?
No,
I don't know.
Ingrown didn't open.
Let's go down the list.
I missed, I think, the first maybe one or two bands. I got there and I got to see Ingrown. So
yeah, okay.
Ingrown playing early is cool because I know a ton of people wanted to see them. So it kind of made it so that everybody had to be there early.
That is cool. You're right.
And what a great set. We did a little mini HardLore with all three of them, which is the first full band chat we ever did.
And they're goofy boys, and I love that.
The singer, dude, he's so sexy.
He's very hot.
He's a potato fed motherfucker, you know?
Yeah, how can that be?
He
Right.
lives in a potato field. If this motherfucker grew up here, he would have a 30-year modeling contract right now. Instead, he's riding dirt bikes and probably shotgunning Mountain Dews.
I mean,
Which, like,
yeah, right.
maybe
Like,
I need to be in Idaho.
Yeah, maybe we need to move.
Yeah.
Going down the line, Angel Dust just fucking rocked. Angel Dust, the catchiest band ever. The only band. Well, I shouldn't say the only band, but a band where Justice can wear a crop top all weekend and just look badass as fuck.
Nobody's questioning what he's doing at this point, you know?
Just like
He
cool.
could have shown up as fucking Krusty the Clown and people would have been like, damn, he's trying something. He's always reinventing himself. That's crazy.
This time it's crusty.
Yeah.
Then we had Anxious. I don't think I saw Anxious.
Connecticut melodic hardcore. Members of One Step Closer or member of One Step Closer.
Maybe I did then. Yeah. Not that you describe it, it sounds familiar. Broken Vow.
I didn't get to see Broken Vow.
I didn't either. I think the first set that I watched was Creeping Death because they played kind of early on Saturday.
They did play early.
That was
They
like
rocked.
the first set where I like went up and
Did
watched.
they open
rocked.
with Iron Age and close with Power Trip?
I
Or no?
believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Cool vibe, man. And then
Or the opposite, one or the other.
one or the other, but I
being
spent
the Texas band.
I spent like an hour with them the next day in one of the trailers just chatting.
Mm-hmm.
That group of guys is like OG. They're like the first 5 people in Texas to like Twitching Tongues. Mm-hmm. And they think I forgot, but I didn't forget.
I didn't forget shit.
So I shout out to Creeping Death. I'm a fan. I'm a Creeping Death guy. Personally.
Now, next in the list is Drain, but obviously
Let's wait to talk about Drake.
We're going to wait to talk about that. Drug Church rock.
Drug
Shout
Church.
out to Pat.
Bob Shed stage dive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Huge. Go Bob. Bob, former, well, he's a founder of Sound and Fury, but he doesn't work with the festival anymore. But now he does the Axe to Grind podcast, which I saw live last Thursday.
Yes, I remember you mentioned.
Went to a live podcast show, which is maybe the worst idea in the history of entertainment. Is 3 podcasts back to back. Just hearing like 8 total like-minded people speak back to back. Holy fuck. But it was still cool.
Oh, that's good. They got a good thing. I like Axe to Grind. I like it.
I mean, it's like fucking CNN for hardcore, you know?
Yeah. We're going to dethrone them, though. We got to take them out.
Well, I think
it's got to happen.
Friends of the show, Axe to Grind. So.
Not anymore.
Our enemies of the show, Axe to Grind.
Of course.
I got an Axe to Grind with Axe to Grind. Fiddlehead's up next. That was fucking insane.
Unbelievable. Such a cool band.
How do you...
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
How do you do all that while being called Fiddlehead? You know?
Never really thought.
That's just proof. That's like proof that like a band of there. I'm not saying this band is ugly because Pat Flynn is like objectively a sexy guy.
Gorgeous. George Clooney-esque. You know?
Clooney-esque, yeah. Daddy's
Richard
little
Gere.
George Clooney.
Richard Gere-esque.
But like Fiddlehead, crazy name. It's like a band full of ugly motherfuckers got really popular, being called Fiddlehead.
Is it a Fiddlehead fern? Is that like where they got it from? Or?
You think I fucking know?
Yeah, good point.
Like distinct fern genealogy, brother. Come on, I know between 2 ferns. That's about it. I know Fern Gully, bitch. I didn't see Gun in it either, but I love the name.
I didn't either. Then we had Ingrown. I thought they played earlier, but they fucking rocked. Yeah, they rocked.
Goated.
Koyo.
Wild, dude.
Why do I think I missed it? I think I missed it.
Koyo is Joey is going to be on the show at some point. Love him so much. Singer of Koyo. Secret, like, spin kicking.
Ass
like,
beater.
He plays and he sings in Koyo, but he likes fucking.
And like.
That's what he likes to listen to.
I've definitely seen him harm people to like Vane.
Yeah, he's the guy that people are like, somebody needs to stop him during Vane. He sings in a band where he's like, yeah, oh yeah. So good for him.
But I love that. Like that's like my favorite shit. Confusing
crowd killer to emo singer pipeline, dude. It's always the case.
Population 1.
I don't know, man. There's some out there. I think no pressure guys. He's crowd killed before. I guarantee it.
Could see that. Military Gun rocked. Of course.
Shout out to my friend Ian.
Ian was on. Gun. You'll see. We chatted with a lot of these folks. We should also say that Justice from Angel Dust and Trapped Under Ice.
He'll probably be on the show in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll be on soon.
Ian, we had a really great chat with. He lives with my brother currently. So we got a lot to talk about. Yeah, that wasn't Koyo and Military Gun are two like pandemic bands that really popped.
Like I would say the 2, no?
On this list?
Yeah, on this one. Because the other one.
On this for sure.
Yeah.
Because the other one is fucking Spirit Box, who is like supporting Ghost, you know?
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck happened
crazy.
There, but good for them.
Yeah, good for them.
But bad for me. Because why not me? No Pressure, insane. No Pressure is another one. That's a pandemic band that absolutely blew up. But you knew that would, you know? Mm-hmm. He's doing his thing. Mm-hmm. You got Harry on drums. I love him so much. They sound like everything Harry likes, which is like objectively not for me. But still is good. Like I still hear and I go, yeah, I understand. This should be big, and then it is. And they had a crazy ass set.
They had a very good set. I caught a little bit. Pillar. So that at the beginning of the day was the craziest, right? until we get a little further down and then go back up to Drain. Like, the Pillars set was fucking insane.
Pillars of Ivory. Holy moly.
Holy moly.
Holy moly, man. It was we talked to Aaron from Death Threat and Pillars of Ivory for a little mini HardLore. That was nice. What a special little musical group this is, huh?
That's a really good way to put it.
It's very special.
Special little musical group. I don't know how to explain, like, objectively. There's nothing there for me. There's nothing there for me. I'm not a Weedman. I'm not like an E-Town guy. I'm just, that's...
Are you serious?
No one in Chicago.
Why are
I guarantee you that's just like a genre that isn't popular here.
So
Never
dumb.
was.
God, I'm so sick.
But that being said, I had a great time.
So sick of it.
And I wasn't expecting it, you know?
So sick of it. Don't you know? So sick of you. Pillars of Ivory, one of my top 5 for me, probably. Praise up next. That was great. My boy Derek from Neverending Game filled in on drums for the very famous Daniel Fong.
Yes.
And he crushed it. He always does. He's very good.
They were... D-Fang was busy playing Lollapalooza.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Can't make it. I'm rich.
Little sidebar. So Turnstile played Thursday at Lolla. Then they did a secret show, after show on Sunday night, I believe, at the Subterranean.
Okay.
That's a 400 cap room. So it's packed.
Mm-hmm. Is there a barricade?
No.
Nice.
You've played there. You played there on the No Warning Life and Death.
Yeah. That was awesome.
On your birthday. Yeah.
That was my birthday.
And Taylor.
Second time in Chicago on my birthday, just so you know.
No shit.
Knights of Columbus.
I wasn't there for that, but I remember it.
That one was good. That was very early. But yeah, continue. Proceed.
Taesu of the Rumble, of
friend
Chicago
of the show.
Hardcore, friend of the show, Booker Supreme.
Yeah.
Was posting videos and she was texting me. There was a little sectioned off on the balcony at Sub T for a one Lars Ulrich who came to the show.
Just to see them?
Just to see them for one song. Snuck in through the fire escape, or was snuck in through
Fucking
the fire
Batman
escape.
over here.
Because, I mean, he's not going to walk through, you know what I mean? He's arguably one of the most famous
musicians,
right?
Yeah.
So, like, and even if none of those, like, Zoomer kids in the crowd would have known,
somebody would have set
somebody,
off,
I would have lost my goddamn mind. Yeah. So, Lars Ulrich at the Turnstile show.
Awesome. I didn't understand. I didn't know the context of those photos. I didn't know that was Lars seeking out Turnstile.
Yeah. Fucking crazy, right?
What's happening?
Scowl.
Here's the thing. Thanks, Turnstile, for this Sound and Fury, you know? Because I feel like the residual of this is Turnstile existing to 5,000 person open air Sound and Fury pipeline.
Dude, it is quite literally the definition of is a colloquially of a rising tide raises all ships.
Yeah, rising tides are fucking floating boats or what? What was it? Yeah.
Turnstile killing it is helping literally everyone adjacent and involved in the scene as far as music goes. And it's fucking amazing. It's very dope and cool and sick.
All of the above.
All of them.
Scowl up next.
Watch Scowl.
Opened up with Fugats. Broke the stage. It was buck wild. Tons of crazy videos. Didn't get a chance to talk to Kat, so we'll have her on the show at some point.
Another cat?
Another cat. Her name is Kat Moss.
Kat Moss.
Much like Kate Moss, but...
Oh, interesting.
Only not spelled the same. Soul Blind.
I'm scared of the dark.
Were you able to see Soul Blind?
I think no.
Did they open?
I think they opened.
I think this is when we were setting up the tent.
Yes. Sounds about
Sorry,
right.
Soul Blind.
Sorry, guys, but good. I mean, did anyone have a bad set? Like, I know no one had a bad set.
No, I mean maybe just
people are filtering
We should
in.
probably talk about people standing in line for merch while bands are playing, right?
I see two sides to the argument.
I do too, because financially, thank you.
Of course. And that's what keeps shit going.
That's without you, I'm ruined.
Quite literally.
But also, like, no, I think Raw Brigade opened the first day.
I think you know what? I think you're right.
And they're not.
Wait a minute.
They're not
on
here.
this list. Okay. Well, this is a bad list.
Yeah, well, it's all right. But you know,
Let me try and find a better one.
and I feel like those guys are from Colombia, right?
Raw Brigade?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Holy moly!
At least some of them. So it's a complicated question of like people being there to support the bands with merch and stuff, but at the same time,
right?
Like I guess maybe open the doors 2 hours earlier just for merch or something.
Not a bad idea.
But
I'm also almost wondering. This is me thinking out of the box, but I was thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to invent the app? Here's what we got. What size you want? Pick it up whenever.
But then there's bots, brother.
No. You have to be within the area. Easy. A designated area of where, like, there's something. Technology
You're
is
on
there.
something here for
There's
sure.
something
like next
there.
year, like, but that's a lot of logistics. That's a lot of cooperation from the bands to upload your sizing and all that.
I mean, 1,000%. But you would also think way above Sound and Fury level.
Yeah.
When bands are getting counted in item by item.
Maybe we should delete this. Well, we have this as proof. This will be timestamped.
This is ours,
If you
yeah.
rip us off, I'll fucking kill you. Speed
My
up next.
IP. Dude, I mean, so I didn't know who we were going. Well, let's talk about Super Heaven and then go Speed, Tsunami, Drain.
Okay.
Okay?
Super Heaven, my boy Taylor Madison.
Amazing. They closed with like
Friend of the show.
my favorite Jar song. The I fucking love that song. Had a blast. He sounded great.
He always does, man. He's a pro.
Dude, Taylor, if you're listening, he sounded great.
We had another chat with Taylor and Jake, both from Super Heaven. They have a podcast called Quit Your Band While You Still Can. So we did a full, like 20-minute kind of full collab podcast, but I guarantee we're only going to be used about 10 of it.
Yeah, we had to cut
It was extreme.
It'll
9/11,
everyone canceled.
Holocaust, nothing was off the table. Let's talk speed.
Dude, this, for me, in my opinion, the set of the day, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Yeah, we chat with them. We talk. Well, I mean, we talk about that at length, but a little preview of it is basically just like normally when international bands play here, they have something to prove, and then the next time they come is good if they crush the first time.
Right.
But Speed just did everything so right in the build-up, so organic and so good, and they got the tunes, man. And
Yeah,
ultimately, if you got the talent but not the tunes, it might not work out. But they got the talent, they got the tunes. They're sexy,
Good
buff.
looking men. Very buff.
So like they got the big four, you know.
And you know what else? It's like they're excited.
Oh, dude, that's the most beautiful thing.
Yeah, right? It's the same with when we first started touring and when we first like met Knocked Loose.
Yeah.
Isaac was 19. And like they're catching on, it's taking off, they're fucking killing it. And it's like infectious. They're so excited that like I'm excited. Being like jaded mid-30s guy,
Sure.
which sucks to say, but like, you know, it happens. We got done talking to Speed on our mini episode, and I was like, I want to go fucking climb a mountain. Like, I need to go.
Talking
go
to
swim.
Speed and our set the next day set some wheels in motion that I'll talk about in a little bit. But Tsunami,
Fantastic.
I mean, they basically headlined too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was like a co-headliner
It was
almost.
Tsunami, Fiddlehead, Drain, which were all absolutely bonkers.
Just rock blocks. Tsunami guy playing guitar. Don't know your name. Don't know
Mike
you.
Dirt.
Mike, guitar
Legend.
tone sounded fucking great.
One guitar.
One guitar
Holds it
sounded
down by himself.
so
Fucking
good.
rocks. Yeah.
Sounded so good. I would like to know what you played. I'm gonna guess a dual rec.
I'll text him. He'll be like, yeah, it was. Great guy, great band.
And we talked to Joseph as well.
Talk to Joseph. He's very shy, so that's a fun one. Probably inarguably the worst of the 14
one, but
that we did.
Admit it.
But it was still fun. Like that's the fun part is how bad it is.
And then Drain.
Man.
Who we also spoke to. We spoke to.
Boy, did we.
Yeah. What was his name?
His name is Sammy.
Sammy.
The most infectiously positive human being to
That was the first time he
exist.
and I had met, so excuse me for forgetting the name. But
he's a legend.
What a delightful person.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with him, basically. It is what it is. Every time he speaks, I get like anime eyes,
Just, oh, woo.
I get Puss in Boots eyes. My puss get boots whenever he speaks. Yeah, that was day one. Drain, Tsunami, Fiddlehead, Speed. I would say just kind of. As they would, they're kind of the last bands. But Speed was like the breakout hit. Mm-hmm. This was like their moment because
it was like the most surprising set for me.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, holy shit! Like people were fucking losing their minds. It was
crazy.
Awesome. It was awesome.
Drain felt like a torch was passed, kind of. Mm-hmm. A proverbial torch.
Yeah, it felt like
blazing hot.
Like here it is.
Yeah,
get on board or suck off.
Sure. So true. So that was night one.
That was night one. I went back to the room and ate Voodoo Fire chips, which are my new favorite chips.
I was insanely malnourished just all weekend.
All weekend, I didn't eat well. We had
out of pure nerves though.
We had pizza.
We did have pizza. I got it the next day too.
Yeah, you got it for.
Yeah,
we had pizza. It was really
thanks
good.
Thanks for the pizza, Bo.
And then we had Sunday.
Sunday, Big Laugh. I don't think I saw Big Laugh.
I don't think I did either.
Slow Bleed opened. Okay.
That's right.
So they're way down there.
They're way down there. Yeah, Slow Bleed did open, and they sounded great.
They did. I don't remember Big Laugh. I'm very sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too.
Setting up merch or bringing in gear or something. Sorry, fellas.
Sorry, lads.
Cola Boy up next.
My goodness. For any of you guys who are listening who don't know
friend of the
Cola
show, Cola Boy.
Now, for sure. We talked to the Cola Boy. Mm-hmm. For anybody who's into catchy, funky, not heavy music.
It's like if a punk oriented minded person was writing like off the wall Michael Jackson songs.
Okay, that works.
What are you gonna give? What were you saying?
I was gonna say a little Jamiroquai, which obviously has a connotation, but it rocks. Like I don't know how else to put it. It's just
John Glue, formerly of Nails, on bass,
and just taking her for a walk.
Dude, Absolutely. he's like, yeah, I could play bass this whole time. I chose not to.
Yeah, here's counter melodies and like rhythmic pauses that make entire parts.
He did that, That was just like it was
as
art.
Opposed to a rat on at all times.
Yeah, exactly. But it said this was a set full of just 4 artists making a painting on stage.
Really? All right, next we have Gate Creeper. On the list. They had a great set. Sounded
Absolutely.
huge.
It was huge.
Great vibe. Lots of people on stage. I couldn't get around them. I couldn't get a good spot. I wanted to be by Eric.
Yeah.
Didn't get a chance to talk to Eric. We planned to, but
only briefly when they showed up, and he's still just a beacon of light and hope
just
in this dark world.
A true like golden retriever.
Absolutely.
Just sprinting at you through a field.
He's a wonderful guy. Yeah, they sounded fucking crazy. This was like they are so dialed in as like best band.
Yeah, we were saying that. Like of all,
many people are saying this.
I include my band as this of like all the bands that ever dabble or use exclusively or whatever the HM2 like tone, they are the single most dialed in band. Tightest, most articulate buzzsaw. Like it doesn't even really make sense. They sounded great. They sounded huge. We're gonna wait to talk about God's Hate.
Sure.
We're gonna go back.
The grid, baby, gridiron.
I'll let you talk about this one.
Lord. This is I can't name a record that came out this year that I like more than this one. This is Will from Never Ending Game just creating a masterpiece tailor-made just for me.
Just for you.
It's and this set was it looked like a lot of people agreed with me. It's a beautiful set. Bunch of friends doing guest Vox.
Yeah.
They're as tight as fucking a really tight screw during this because they're so good. Matt Carl, like lifelong corpsman, finally gets to do a band.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
I love to see a guy who's been moshing. This is the thing, man. This is what I say, is that the best moshers make the best bands. Same goes for Creeping Death. They were whooping ass for years. And then they were like, let's whoop our ass, you know?
Let's whoop ears.
And that's the method. That's the scientific method of being in a good band. Whoop ass for a while. Then if you whoop it, it will come.
Yeah, straight up.
That's it.
We'll skip Gulch too.
We'll talk about them later. Magnitude. Wild.
Straight edge, hardcore.
What a pile up there for them.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy actually. Sometimes, I mean, you've mostly been in bands where there's like sing-alongs. No one sings along to Harm's Way, ever. It's never been like a thing.
It's kind of rare. It's kind of rare for God's Hate because we have that like 100 Demons fear type thing. We're like, if I go up there, they'll kill me.
Straight up.
Which is just not true. We love that.
Well,
somebody else will kill you, but
I did see I've seen several videos of two members of your band crushing people.
Who?
You're a very large singer, professional wrestler, and your absolute maniac bass player. But
those are stage dives. Those aren't. That's not people. If people were singing along.
But what I'm saying is, if you're going up front, you're going to get a fucking 6'8" monster.
You might get a bass to the back of your neck. You never know. Yeah, Magnitude is like one of. They can just they can be like, and he'll just be like, oh no, and everybody's ah.
Yeah.
So that's one of those rare things where it's just everything that motherfucker says, they want to say it back at him.
Yep.
Good for them. Good for Magnitude. Mind Force played right after God's Hate, so I was kind of decompressing and taking all my shit apart.
Yeah, kind of.
But still got to catch a ton of the set, and it was awesome. We've been back to back with them at every fest we've played in the last year.
No shit.
It's been like God's Hate, Mind Force, or Mind Force, God's Hate. So it's like this. It's like this nice little partnership that we've got going on. There's a mutual respect and love between both.
Let's talk about this. Who's the worst? Like when I say the worst band you followed, I mean the hardest to follow.
Mind Force. Well, the worst ever was, dude, the Twitching Tongues and Love There Is No Law tour. We took Turnstile on their first tour.
Oh dear.
And they were already the biggest band.
Yeah, right.
So it was like, I think I've said this on the show before, but for years, people would be like, did you go to that Turnstile show?
And it was
like, yeah, I fucking headlined. Did you go?
Because I don't remember.
Because I don't remember nobody.
There was a year, I can't remember if it was This Is Hardcore or United Blood. It was right around the same time, but we played after Power Trip. And it was just, didn't work because people are stage diving, singing along, going fucking insane for Power Trip as they should. And then it's like dark, heavy hardcore time. Yeah. And it's just not a good, not a good juxtaposition, Yeah. That's tough. That's a tough one. Never Ending Game. Go ahead, Kyle.
Them's my boys again. That was
so much fun.
That was fucking insane.
So much fun.
They played a song that they like never play, and they played it like second or third, and they should have closed with it one of those nights.
Yeah.
Absolutely bonkers. That was the best Never Ending Game set ever. It was thoroughly insane, start to finish.
Start to finish.
Yep. Very inspiring is how I left. The Never Ending Game set made me want to go home and write music.
Your set was inspired.
That's how I felt, man. Straight up. One Step Closer, those young lads, we talked to them too. We talked to 3 of them.
Yep. The covered title fight.
Covered title fight. A lovely group of little fuckers they are. I like them a lot.
We had a blast with them. That was one of those like, hey, I've never really met you, but we know a ton of the same people.
Well, you can smell the Wilkes-Barre on them.
Straight up.
Like everybody, like Saba or younger, from Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah,
I immediately get along with.
Yeah.
So I like them a lot. That was my second time getting to chat with them.
Was it? Oh yeah, right.
Crazy set. So it's clearly something's working for them.
Yeah, they were very cool. It's so interesting how there's just like there's connections between cities where it's just like people get along.
Totally.
Like the Chicago, like our group of Chicago guys and the Van Nuys guys getting along is like what?
We like the same stuff.
It's just interesting, you know, and it happens a lot with other regions.
It's true. I like that. I like that. Finally, it's the Van Nuys guys and not
the LA
not
guys.
the LA guys. We're the fucking Van Nuys guys, brother.
We've learned.
Everybody's knowing now. There was a secret God's Hate Instagram for a long time that was God's Hate HC. But it just felt right to when we finally made it now and we were like, okay, we're a band with an Instagram now to make it God's Hate 818 was just like, all right.
Yeah, that
we've earned that.
I checked my phone to check your phone number just to make sure you were 818 because I have no idea.
You think I'm some kind of fucking poser, dude?
Brother, I've had your phone number for like 11 years.
I used to have the sickest phone number of all time. It was 818-802-5255. It was all in the middle.
Wow.
And I could say, you remember the call AT&T dial down the center commercials?
Yes, I do.
That was me, dude. They were talking about me in those.
Yeah.
But it's not anymore. My new number is, so Pity Sex was next.
Pity Sex was next. You almost played drums.
Almost had to play some drums due to some hand issues with somebody else.
But you didn't.
Pretty relieved about that, to be honest with you.
We also talked to Brittany.
That was the best.
I think that was my favorite interview of the whole.
I love her so much.
She's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, one of my favorite people in the world. Actual medical doctor, comedic genius, not actually a medical doctor, and
like professional musician.
Oh yeah,
sounded like $1 million.
Absolutely. Don't tell her that; she'll kill you.
Yeah, I know. I loved watching like shirtless, tattooed, thick ass men singing along to Pity Sex.
Absolutely, isn't it so funny?
It's the best.
How is this the same? Are these bands compatible?
We talk about this, man. Like
they just
it doesn't matter what you sound like. If you're a fucking it's an ethos. That's all it is. It's why Title Fight was so embraced and loved for so long, because they were also doing fucking bad seed and like killing people to fucking war hungry. You know what I mean? Like
I'm gonna put Shane. I'm sorry to do this to you, brother. I'm putting the video of you moshing at United Blood in.
Dude, we used to do it all the time.
He's so
used to be
wiggly.
Like loading the trailer.
How is he so wiggly?
He's so wiggly.
He's so wiggly. Good for you, Shane. Shane, friend of the show. Shane Moran, friend of the show. I love saying friend of the show. Regional Justice
RJC.
Center. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Ian back up to the skins. Military Gun is getting too big. I feel like he's...
Yeah.
I
didn't know he played drums and sang at the same time. That was my first time.
He's an animal, dude.
He's a monster.
He blasts for like 18 minutes straight. And just
he also totally shit all over us by saying he was just writing like 5 records at once.
That also lit a fire up my inner ass. And I was like, all right, I got to go home and try to write some stuff. Dude, I played guitar for like 3 hours today. I never do.
Really? Dude, do you play into like plugins? You have Taylor's plugins and stuff.
Yeah, I got Taylor's plugins. Okay, I'm good to go.
Yeah,
I'm basically playing into a fucking Jubilee. I got a JMP on my fucking MacBook.
Yeah, totally. Okay. Show Me the Body.
Show Me the Body. Insane.
I watched. It was crazy. It was my first time listening or seeing them. I'm not a hater, but there's a lot of music going around.
A lot of stuff.
And when I see a guy with a banjo, I'm going to skip. I'm just going to.
I get that, and instinctively I feel the same. But now I've now played like 6 shows with them, and like I love an extreme decision.
Yeah.
Playing a distorted banjo, objectively an extreme thing to do.
An unhinged thing to do.
Like there's not many things left in punk undone.
No.
But I'll tell you what, a distorted banjo is now checked off the list thanks to this band. And the guy, I don't remember his name, but we chatted briefly. Like it was nice to see him again. I've toured with him briefly. They're fucking on fire, dude. And then they had that like viral reel the other day of him throwing the guy off stage. That's the best.
That's the best.
That's what we're about.
He like didn't miss a beat. Yeah, we're about that for sure. So after seeing that video, and then after watching them play, now I'm ready. Okay, I'll give them a shot.
I request to see the body. Show it to me.
Let me see it.
Okay. Slow Bleed opened the show.
Talked about Slow Bleed. They sounded great.
Taylor recorded, I think, everything they've ever done. Check them out. They're hard as hell.
Spy, I watched. God, I don't know if I can say this. We might have to cut this. But there's a member. Yeah, I can't even say it. So you're going to have to cut this anyway. But there's a member of Spy. I'm not going to say who, maybe, who is just packing a hog, dude.
Why can't you say it?
I don't know. I don't want to embarrass anyone. But
if I was like, yo, they said my dick was huge on a podcast.
There's a member of Spy who is wearing shorts, and me and Kim were just like, yeah, this guy's got a fucking hog on him, like through the shorts, just like like John. Who's your boy?
11 Soft.
Yeah. No, who's your guy from Who's the guy from Mad Men who's really packing?
John Hamm, absolutely massive dong, dude.
He's packing some heat.
Legendary fucking pipe on that motherfucker.
Whew. I'll tell you what.
Same as Justin Theroux. I know there's some deniers out there, but Justin Theroux is packing. All
Remember
right?
the Idris Elba, like people thought it was, but it was a mic cord. Remember that?
I hate to be deceived. Should we wait a sec to talk about Terror?
Of course, we're gonna talk about God's Hate and then Terror.
World Peace played. Oh, World Peace was awesome. They played very early, but I watched their whole set. It was fucking sick.
Okay, I don't think I caught
that. Was something where like they started playing. I was like, what does World Peace sound like? And then they started blasting. I was like, I love World Peace. Big World Peace fan. Zulu played right before God's Hate. Insane.
They opened up with the Davidian intro.
Wild. Crazy set.
Crazy set.
They had some important things to say. Went over very well in probably a predominantly white crowd, so that's good.
As it should.
Zulu, the basic concept of the Instagram when they posted their Instagram handle at first years ago, and it was just at Black Power Violence.
Amazing.
It was like, you guys did it.
Congrats.
You're gonna be fucking millionaires.
Yeah.
They got something. They're blowing up. What can you say, man?
Yeah.
I was scared to follow them at first, for sure, because it was crazy. It was awesome.
Let's talk about that. God's Hate.
Okay.
For me, and this is whether I knew you or not, whether I suck you off on this podcast an hour a week or not, set of the day.
Really?
Absolutely. Terror is really close.
Do you
really,
think?
really close.
Do you think partly from an emotional standpoint?
I don't know a band that exists right now that reps a specific area code harder. You know what I mean? Like, there's just something that was like, this is a band that had been like, no, this is what we're doing for so long.
It's true.
And now, it caught.
Finally,
like,
dude.
This was like the first God's Hate set that I saw where I was like, oh shit, there it is. It felt special to me.
Dude, it really, really, like, I feel like we were the first band to line check throughout the day.
Yeah.
And like, as I'm just hitting the snare, it's just piling up. And I was like, oh man, this is going to be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, I mean, from the opening, we were all just kind of looking at each other before playing, just being like, all right, boys, this is the one.
Take it all in.
And we practiced a lot. So
Good
we
for
had
you.
we had like never felt more prepared or tighter.
Yeah.
Sold every item before playing, which is always like you never think that that's going to be the case, but
it's
you go
best.
to sleep like, dear God, please let me sell everything before we play.
Dear God's love.
Yeah. We did.
Yeah. You guys started. Obviously, you played the first song.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, that little reverse.
The little switch up. It always gets me. Played in ski masks for a little bit.
Yeah.
Nate dove. Alec did a fucking flip during the Valley Beyond.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So cool.
We're trying to get that. Getting that song over as like the other hit is like something that we're subliminally trying to do.
It's so tricky with the guest spots.
It is, but this was the first and maybe only time ever that we'll have the actual guys on the album.
Which is why I almost, and this is just outsider's perspective, leave it. That was a special thing. That's just my opinion.
I want it to be over. We got to get it over.
But you got God's Hate. You got fucking Finish the Job. Like there are other.
I know, but it's getting over, brother.
You're right.
I'm not going to be like, no, it's getting over. I'm not.
Is the riff to that at all inspired by Bolt Thrower? No. At all? Okay.
Bone Thugs.
That was going to be my next.
It's almost note for note, like a Bone Thug song.
Very cool.
But it's not, But the very basic concept of like, the idea from the jump before a single note was written was like, we're going to do a song about the Valley with guys like singers that live in the Valley. Scott since moved to Buffalo, but lived in the Valley for a really long time. Nick Jett, born and raised.
Mm-hmm.
Aldo, born and raised.
Your brother.
My brother, raised.
Martine
in the band, doesn't count. Anthony, actually born and raised. And then, that was a special thing. So,
and I'm going to hit you with this, and this is no offense to anyone else who sang. Taylor's part sounded so fucking good. Okay. I love Taylor's like disgrace voice.
Of course.
It's like my favorite kind of voice.
Thank God he's singing in a new band soon.
Good. Excellent.
Very soon.
Excellent. But yeah, Nate dove, fucking Alec did a front flip off the high stage, which I didn't realize until I saw the video. This video. Wow. Then fireworks are going off.
Yeah, that was I don't know how they got those in there. They were mad at Martine for a second. They were like, why did you do that? And he was like, dude, I'm on stage. I'm playing. Yeah.
You should have done a better job searching, brother.
Straight up, man.
Fireworks went off. No one got hurt. Everything was great. Dust was in
my nose. I got black booger, sham-a-lam.
I'm good. I had a little tingly throat, but I woke up today feeling fine.
I had black, there was a point the next day where I was seeing black dots, and I wiped my eyes, and they were black eye boogers.
Bugs? Jesus
Christ. Covered in them. Crazy. I don't know what else I don't know what else to say about this set other than my favorite set ever.
Shirt of the year.
Oh, thanks, man.
I love that shirt. This shirt. I'm just adding onto your work pile.
Thanks, man. Here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
When we finished the record, it was such an endeavor and such a multi-year process. Mm-hmm. That I was like, I'm not doing that again. So enjoy this one.
Drink it up. Yeah.
And then today I sat down and played guitar for 3 hours and made a little riff sketchbook.
Nice.
Hans Zimmer style. Just because I was so inspired by this weekend.
One of my favorite I got the Hans Zimmer masterclass. Mm-hmm. Definitely paid for it. And there's a part where he's like, I think if there's something where there's a part of your workflow or your DAW that you don't like, you reach out. So I spoke to the people at Ableton and they changed this for me.
Of course, totally.
Yeah, Hans. Yeah, they changed it for you. You son of a bitch.
Legend.
Let's talk about Terror.
Let's talk about Terror. One of the best sets I've ever seen any band play ever.
There was a point where it was before Can't Help But Hate, right? And dun, dun, dun. Is that Can't Help But Hate?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Where before they started it, Scott was like, "I want to see you move." I like point, did the Scott thing, and I have a video of it, and I like circled it. I counted. There were 6 pits at once. 6 different, like one. There was a pit that was at the other stage watching this stage.
You have a video?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Well, and then here it is.
Yeah, and it was incredible.
6
Terror,
pits.
I
World
think,
record.
Yeah, I think Terror is the most important hardcore band of the last 20 years.
They've now been a band for 20 years. So
I think
that is absolutely true.
Who's more important? Who's done more? Who's been around more?
Anybody that you could argue is kind of no longer a hardcore band.
Or like doesn't play.
Yeah.
Like Terror's been playing. They've
been playing, and they've only been playing hardcore music. And it's still so good. Like Pain into Power is one of their best records.
Which is, I have no idea. That's fucking insane.
How do they do it?
I have no idea.
I listened to it 3 times in a row yesterday.
Are you going through a little hardcore? Like, whew,
I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I got a renaissance. I'm having a renaissance.
I listened to God's Hate yesterday.
How was that?
I was just like showered and put on the record. It's great.
Just whacking off in the bathroom, fucking.
Dude, just fucking tearing my little Peter off, dude.
Yeah, good.
No, Terror was amazing. They covered Dead at Birth by Death Threat with Aaron from Death Threat.
Ever.
I took off my very shredded Metallica shirt to not.
Oh, leave Bo alone, Bo.
No, I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm feeling better today, but enjoyed myself. You know what I mean?
Same here, brother.
Yeah, it was just like one of those things where it's like.
So first I sang "Spit My Rage," which was like bucket list.
Very cool. You did a snap spin kick that like I winced at because I was imagining my hamstring.
I'm immune. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Yeah. I'll never break a hammy. And then Dead at Birth started, and I saw Nate Brody stage dive, and I was summoned, dude. Yeah. I had a fucking genetic obligation.
Well, yeah, you are literally from.
Yeah, I had no choice.
You had no choice.
Best front flip dive of my whole life, right there, right here.
We had also just gotten done talking to Aaron.
It's literally seconds before,
and he had such a good, like a perfect wrap up about like being like turning his life around, getting going, being sober, and like that's what I want. I live for that kind of thing. So for them to play and just like, fuck yeah,
And it was, but it was like they play that, and then it was like I look around and I just see my boys, dude.
Yeah, just friends,
and that was the most beautiful. That was my other we played in the best set of my whole life, but that moment was where I was like, man, I don't feel 30.
Yeah, I don't feel tardy.
Yeah, exactly.
This was probably the first time also where I've ever like participated in. Granted, I only like was participating for one song, but like in another place without any of my boys, like my hometown guys.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like I was a loner. I was a lone wolf on this one.
No, you weren't.
But you know what I mean? Like I didn't feel that way.
Yeah, James wasn't there to kill a guy.
James wasn't there for me. He was in my heart. Yeah. Terror, fucking amazing. Best hardcore band.
Masterpiece. Best hardcore band ever.
Can't say enough. And then Gulch.
And then Gulch with the last show closing out headlining the fest. We talked to Elliot. You'll see his episode soon.
And he was a delight.
Wonderful guy. OG TT head as well. So like as I told him, like when Gulch, Drain, Tsunami are the 10 guys. Hey, are the 10 guys total that like were the reason I was excited to play the Bay. There's I mean obviously there's others, but like those are the people where I was like, okay, my guys are here, I'll be fine.
It's gonna be a good set.
It's gonna be
fine.
Good.
Yeah,
I'll be all right. So every good thing that happens to those bands just like hits me emotionally.
Some of the pictures that like Kat, Gabe, and Becca had posted.
Kat Nijmedin, killing it. Gabe the Pigeon. Becca later.
Dude,
Danielle
Becca,
Parsons.
I'm so sorry.
The homie Danielle
absolutely.
Parsons.
Absolutely.
Who took the first ever official HardLore pick of the two of us in person. Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you so much. I think Becca got the shot of the weekend, though, from what I saw. The Alec
What was
shot.
that?
Alec upside down.
Dude, the Nate diving picture
It's going.
is Ramon. Ramon from Knotfest took that picture.
Really?
Producer of the show, who just happened to be there, took it with his phone.
It's
Can
amazing.
you believe that?
No, I can't.
That pic is
can't.
crazy. So
All in all,
Thanks, Ramon.
now confirm this and poser alert. I left before Gulch finished because I had to take a scooter back to my hotel. I'm trying to beat the rush.
it
brother.
sounded like their set got cut.
That's what I heard as well, which is a
Like
bummer.
last song.
But that could be a time, a noise, noise, whatever, like curfew. That's the word.
Yeah.
Like, that just kind of is what it is.
Good excuse to play another one, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a blast.
It was awesome.
It was probably
best American hardcore fest ever.
probably my favorite American fest that I've been to.
I would say anywhere. I didn't have that much fun at even watching fucking
Hellfest was pretty dope.
yeah, but it's still like
Buffet.
what?
There's a buffet at Hellfest. Your boy likes to eat.
I guess. I think the buffet was cleaned out by the time I got there.
Oh, really? Whew.
Yeah. Lemmy fucking ate it all. But this time, like Decades Pizza was there, run by some main HC
Very
guys.
cool. So, like, really, it's, in my opinion, the blueprint. You kind of already touched on this, but it's like the blueprint of like what if a fest is going to be that big. If it can justify 2 stages and vendors and all this shit, like the bar has been set in a very impressive way, in my opinion. Hats off, really very impressed.
I honestly, I feel like a little kid again, counting down the days till next year. I can't wait to play. I mean, I hope I get to play again. We'll see. Who knows?
Same here.
Yeah, I would love that.
Frankly.
But that's our Sound and Fury recap.
Yeah, we didn't plan for a guest or anything this week just because like there was so much going on and
Listen to my voice, man. I ain't gonna ask somebody 1,000 questions right now.
yeah, but we got a good one for next week.
Yeah. And the week after.
And the week after. We got content coming up.
You love saying that.
Content.
All right. Well, and then, look out for those 14 little mini episodes. Hopefully those are edited sooner or later. I'm not editing those, and Bo is not able to send me fucked up audio, so we are in the clear. Let's see how this episode turns out. Bo, it was nice to see you. Go fuck yourself. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.